Germany gives you tools to reduce your tax burden legally, but you have to know they exist, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to use them or not. It's not a secret that taxes in Germany are high. What is less talked about, especially in English, is how much you can legally reduce what you pay. Today, I'm going to walk you through the legal tax optimization strategies you can actually use as a taxpayer in Germany. This is not tax advice. Please work with a Steuerberater for your personal situation. But this is a starting point, and it might save you a significant amount. Germany has a progressive tax system that can take a significant chunk, especially in the higher income brackets. But the German tax code is also full of legitimate deductions and allowances that many people, especially expats, simply don't know about and don't claim. Filing a tax return in Germany is not mandatory for most employees, but it is almost always financially worth doing. The average refund for those who file is in hundreds of euros, while some people get back thousands. You should file a Steuererklärung even if you don't have to. For many employees, tax is deducted at source, and filing a tax return, a Steuererklärung, is voluntary. But voluntary does not mean unnecessary. Every year, many people receive refunds because too much tax was withheld during the year, or because they qualify for deductions they never claimed. You can file your tax return using Elster, the German government's free online tax portal, or a paid software such as TaxFix, Wieso Steuer, or Steuergo, which can make the process much easier because some of them offer services in English. If you've never filed before, don't be surprised if you're entitled to a refund. I have a registration link for TaxFix. I will link it in the description box below so you can get a discount for filing. You can also claim work-related expenses, which is what they call the Werbungskosten. You're allowed to deduct many expenses that are directly related to earning your income. These can include a home office deduction if you work from home and meet the requirements, work equipment such as laptops, monitors, office chairs, desks, printers, headsets, software, and other tools you use for your job, professional training courses and certifications, work-related books and subscriptions, union or professional association membership fees, business travel that's not going to be reimbursed by your employer or was not reimbursed by your employer. And even if your expenses are relatively small, Germany provides a standard work expense allowance automatically. But if your actual expenses exceed that amount, that threshold, you can usually claim the higher amount, like the higher figure. There's also the commuting allowance. Did you know that you can get money back for going into the office? If you travel to work, you may be able to claim a commuting allowance based on the distance between your home and your workplace. This is not limited to only people who drive. So whether you travel by car, you travel by train, or you travel by bus, or even by bicycle, you may still qualify. And for many people, this becomes one of the largest deductions they claim each year. We also have another strategy, which is the Sonderausgaben, special expenses. Germany allows deductions for certain personal expenses. This may include church taxes, if you pay it, and charitable donations, certain insurance contributions, including health insurance and long-term care insurance, childcare costs, which are subject to applicable rules, and there are also certain alimony payments that are tax deductible. These expenses can reduce your taxable income, so it's worth keeping your receipts throughout the year. I only got to know about this next point just recently. That's the household services and home repairs. This is one deduction that I see that a lot of people completely overlook. So if you pay someone to clean your home, to maintain your garden, to clean your windows, or to carry out repairs or renovation work around your home, part of the labor costs may qualify for tax relief. So this can include electricians, plumbers, painters, chimney sweeps if you have a chimney, or other tradespeople as the case may be. The key point is that the work generally needs to be properly invoiced and paid electronically rather than in cash. So if a tradesperson is asking you to pay in cash, probably it's a good time for you to tell them no, you rather prefer to pay with a receipt. We also have the extraordinary expenses, which is called the außergewöhnliche Belastungen. Some significant personal expenses may also be tax deductible. Examples include certain medical expenses that are not reimbursed by your health insurance or other unavoidable exceptional costs. There are thresholds, just like every other claim, that determine how much you can claim. But if you've had an unusually expensive year, it's worth checking whether you're eligible. Or we have the retirement contributions. Certain retirement savings products such as rural pensions and in some cases the Rista pensions can provide valuable tax advantages. Whether they are worthwhile depends on your income, employment status, and long-term financial goals. So it's worth discussing this with a tax advisor before opening one. And if you invest, use your tax allowance. If you earn dividends, interest, or investment gains, make sure you've submitted your Freistellungsauftrag to your bank or your broker. This allows your annual tax-free investment allowance to be applied automatically. For single people, it's €1,000, and for married people, it's €2,000. So you don't pay unnecessary withholding tax on smaller investment returns. And if you've made investment losses as well as gains, those losses may also be used to offset the taxable gains depending on the circumstances. My next point is particularly for expats. So it's international income and double taxation. If you earn income outside of Germany, don't just assume that you're going to automatically pay taxes twice. Germany has a double taxation agreement with many countries which help determine where income should be taxed and can prevent double taxation. These rules can become complicated very quickly, so if you have income from multiple countries, it's worth getting professional advice. I would highly recommend it in this particular situation. The most important thing to remember is this, that Germany's tax system is not just about paying taxes, it's also about claiming the deductions and allowances you're legally entitled to. Keep your receipts, track your work-related expenses, file your tax return, and don't assume that because tax is already deducted from your salary, there's nothing left to claim. A little effort at tax time could save you hundreds or even thousands of euros every year. You can file your tax return for the previous year till the 31st of July of the current year. So as at the time of this recording, you have till the 31st of July 2026 to file for your 2025 tax return. You can also file for multiple years at once. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe for more finance and investing content, and share it with someone living in Germany who might be missing out on money they're entitled to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!